Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Lolo. I am sitting here with Mark. Happy December 23rd. Happy Festivus. This is the first, with all of this garland here, we're going to have to pop up a little bit there. There we go. Happy Festivus, everybody. Hello, Snowman. Happy Festivus to you as well. For those
happy
of
Festivus to you, good sir.
Festivus to you. Cheers,
good sir. Cheers.
I said eggnog earlier, but I didn't go upstairs and get it.
Who drinks that shit? Like grannies.
I do. I love eggnog.
Oh my god!
You don't like eggnog?
Oh, it gives me diabetes.
Diabetes?
It gives me the diabetes.
Diabetes. Well, happy Festivus. For those of you who may or may not know, one of the biggest things about Festivus that people celebrate, who celebrate this holiday, is something called the airing of grievances. And
we didn't have enough money, enough budget for the feats of strength.
Feats of strength, no.
Maybe next year, but for right now.
You know why I didn't do the feats of strength? Because what it takes is pinning the host to the floor, and I'm the host, so I'm like, this doesn't sound fun for me at all.
Tickle.
This doesn't sound fun to me at all.
It doesn't sound fun to me either.
So we were thinking with football going the way it's been going, and with COVID going the way it's been going, and the world going the way it's been going, I thought we all deserved to air some grievances. So I think first and foremost, as host of the party here, and please, if you guys see up there, we have the link pinned to the top there in the comments section, and
fuck it, all three of you watch and join in.
No, they can all call in. They will all call in. So we're going to start with some of the football grievances that I have this season, and maybe a lot of you can relate. But I got a lot of problems with you people. You referees. You VAR. Video assist referee. So a video assist referee. It's an entire other referee who has at his disposal, and I'd say his or her, but in reality, it's all his at this point. I don't want to blame any women for this. What is the point of having a super cute computer with
a super cute
computer? I talk about women for 1 second, and I go, what's the point of having a supercomputer? All these 4K, 8K cameras,
5G,
4K, lots of other letters.
That's number wang.
That is number wang. But what's the point of having all of this technology at your disposal when you still have an idiot running it? It's like, I don't even know what it's like at this point. Well, I mean, I guess that's maybe VAR. My grievance is that VAR is just showing us what's wrong with everything in the world, is that we can become as advanced as we want, and we can have as whatever technology we want, and whatever knowledge base we find, and start doing things as a society, but it's still run by people, and people suck. And I think that's just what we're realizing. So one of my grievances is with all the refereeing in the Premier League, the usage of VAR, and overall people sucking. So, Mark, what do you feel about my grievance?
I find your grievance to be perfect, because if there's any team that has had to go through the issues of VAR and refereeing in the last 3 weeks, I almost pointed to my head, but I'm only wearing the hose hat. I don't have my Wolves hat on. But come on. I got to agree with that grievance, because João Moutinho takes a ball to his armpit. That's a handball. But Conte can fucking slap at it. Should have been a red. I don't like it. Refs, can you be consistent, please.
Okay, this leads me to one of my other grievances, and that's with you. I got a lot of problems with you people. Listen, I complain about Arsenal having bad calls. Basically, if I'm watching an Arsenal match, this is how it is. I don't know if you guys know, a little glimpse into the life of Lolo here. We have a WhatsApp group where called On the Stoop or something like that, and it's got all the stoopers on it. Even Jazz is on there, chiming in every now and then. Chris Spurs is on there. Anisha. But I know watching a match, you guys can be chatting away, this and that, talking about all the matches. And I just know as soon as I say, why wasn't that a foul on some Arsenal player? Mark's going to chime in with, oh my God, cue the Arsenal bitch fest. Cue the Arsenal bitch fest. Yet here we are, what, like 8 weeks after the Moutinho handball? It's been like 2 years since the Moutinho. 14 months.
3 weeks after the Moutinho handball.
And
it was egregious, I tell you.
And I even
egregious.
I'm just saying, I have a lot of grievances with you, Mark.
All I'm getting at is when you still bring up the David Luiz.
You bring it up.
I never bring it up.
Back it up.
You actually bring it up.
No.
You're like, well, if that was David Luiz, that's the issue that I have. Is
the
that
past
you guys
5 times David Luiz has
about
been brought up, it's
something.
been you.
No,
It's been you saying that we bring it up, and then I have to go. Wasn't a red card.
Oh my God!
I just have to
this was
protect
like
it.
a year ago. He's not even on your team, and you're still bitching about it. Or
Because
or when
you
you
bring it
or
up.
when or like 5 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, however 2 seasons. Well, you know, Shaka.
This is my grievance. This is my
grievance. I can't agree with that grievance there. It's my grievance with you is that you guys you Arsenal fans, the Gunners, or as I like to say, the groaners, like to talk about red cards and transgressions from 8-9 months ago. I might bring up something from 3 weeks ago, but you're bringing it up from 9 months ago, a year ago, 18 seasons ago. You know, especially when you talk about your trophy case. Fuck, you ain't won anything in 20 years.
20 years. 20 years.
What have you won? What, the FA Cup?
20 years. Mark, I mean, come on. Invincibles weren't 20 years ago.
I have no idea. That's sadly that is known as BM before Mark.
Oh my God! Before Mark, there's no history. We're talking best player in the world in the U.S. is Christian Pulisic. Your entire existence.
Oh God! I even know better than that.
You don't know nothing about no.
I don't know nothing about no history.
There's nobody else. Clint
What is
Dempsey. Okay, so hold on. This is going back. I have a grievance with you again.
Ben Ireland, fuck all. That's what we won. We won the fuck all trophy, and it's like this big.
All right. Well, should we add some fuel to the fire?
Oh, why not?
Why don't we bring in a Yorkshireman in here to give us some of his grievances? The first one of the Stoop crew to call in. Ben, go ahead. We'll hug in here. There you go. You're muted.
Happy Festivus, guys. How are you?
Happy Festivus to you.
And if you guys are wondering, how the hell did Ben get on there? The link is in the comment section below. This is Festivus. This is a time where it's your time to air your grievances.
Which brings me to my first grievance.
And the people you hate.
Whoa.
The first grievance is with the Stoop crew. There's only 2 people call in, and maybe Rob. I think more of you should call in. More of you should take part. That's my first grievance.
Hey, I think I was stepping over you. Why don't you go ahead and air that grievance again? And,
I got some
take
problems
your moment
with
and
you
say,
people.
hello, my name is Ben, and I got some problems with you people. Okay?
Got some problems with you people.
John, go ahead and make him full screen. This is about Ben now. Air your grievance, son.
I got some problems with you people. My first grievance is with the Stoop crew. I don't think enough of you call in and take part in the show. It seems to
Amen.
be the same people all the time, and we'd like to meet you guys. Just if you're having any nerves or whatever, just do it. It's good fun, man. Good fun. So that's my first grievance. My second grievance is with Mikel Arteta and Jurgen Klopp. They need to learn what a technical area is.
Boo, mute this man.
Because you get Arteta stalking whoever's running up the touchline, whether it be his team or the other team. He stalks them up the touchline, and I just think he's intimidating to players, and he needs to learn what his technical area is and stay in it. And Jurgen Klopp needs to learn what his technical area is. It's for managers, not wannabe referees. And they're my two grievances. I obviously had the same grievance as you, Lolo, with VAR and refereeing, but other than that, they're my two grievances for football-related and Stoop-related.
Let me just say this. Mikel Arteta hasn't been sent off yet, has he?
I don't know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, Ben, I totally agree
Mark.
with you. He stalks up and down,
like all the way.
Guy waiting out front,
and did you hear
in
him?
like St. Mark's Place, waiting for a bag of coke.
Trying to rush throw-ins.
Did you hear Ben though?
Yes.
He said it's intimidating to the players and the
Lord,
other
nobody's
coaches.
intimidated.
It's so
Like half the
intimidating
players would
to
fucking
me.
slap
Who
him
wants
in the
Lego
head.
head behind them?
That's my
when
coach.
you're taking a throw-in,
That's
who wants Lego head behind breathing down your neck when you're taking a throw-in? You don't. Get in your box, dickhead.
It's
Hey,
true. He
then-
does do that.
Then
He
you know
does crowd
what?
the player.
Then you know what? Once again, referees tell him off. Tell him to cut it out.
You know,
But I'm sorry, if my coach is doing that shit and it's affecting, then you know what? We've got 12 men, and until he's told off, until he's handed a yellow card and told go sit in your fucking box, I'm going. Hey,
I
it's
would
working.
love to see a player when Arteta pulls that on a throw-in. I would love to see a player just like bringing the ball, just give him a bit of the elbow, right? Not in the throat, not in the face, but just in that
Just enough to knock him over,
just
yeah,
below,
yeah.
just
Just
below,
a Zidane
just
headbutt
enough
in the
to
center
like
of
go,
the chest.
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, the solar
I'm
plexus
here
right there.
too.
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
right in the solar plexus, right there. Clarendon Big Blue, good to see you guys here as well. Rob Greenleaf, you know we'll always take a screaming kid on the show as well. It's fine.
absolutely.
Those are some good grievances. So, Mark, it's time for you to air your grievance.
All right, so I got a lot of issues with you people. And I know it should be a lot of problems, but I got a lot of issues with you people. Let me get in there for that nice Christmas card moment. One, I'm attached to a lot of teams' Facebook pages and whatnot, and because of last season, I pay attention to a lot of Leeds chatter. You guys are Leeds is going through a tough time right now, a real tough time right now. Injuries, COVID postponements, and what I see is the most ridiculous thing ever, and that's a lot of you people are saying saying Bielsa out. What? That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. The course will correct itself. Things will get better. You will get healthy. And not only that, but you're getting to see glimmers of things that you got. Mostly Gelhard. You know? So chill the fuck out. Let Leeds be Leeds. Enjoy. It's gonna get better. It's not all gonna be getting your butts beat right now. Because pretty soon, right now you're the piano carriers. Pretty soon you're going to be the piano players, which is a good thing. Another grievance I have.
What? Hold on.
Hold on.
Your piano carriers? Tell me
There
this.
is
Tell me this metaphor
there is a Brazilian saying, and they say some days you're the piano player, and other days you're the piano carrier. In other words, some days you're riding high, and in other days you're eating shit. And right now, you guys are eating big spoonfuls of shit right now, but that's not going to be forever. So you Bielsa out, folks. Chill the fuck out. Chill the
Mark,
fuck out.
this is all you got to say to the Bielsa out people. You say,
I just said it.
No, listen. This is the one thing that I've found shuts them up. Is when you go, anyone who's ever mentioned Bielsa out to me, I've gone, yeah, you know what? I hear you. Lampard is next up in the running. And they go, oh, shit, never mind. Bielsa in. Mm-hmm. Ben, what do you think about that?
You're muted.
Muted.
I didn't want to start laughing and put you off with Lolo behind.
No, you should just laugh away, man.
Look, I'm not Bielsa out myself. He frustrates me sometimes, I won't lie, because I just think, just change it up, but it's not working. But other than that, I trust in him. He's done a lot more than bring better football to the club. He's changed the full club, so you've got to look beyond that, and that's what people outside Leeds don't really understand when they start giving him odds of being sacked and whatnot. But look, I agree, yeah, chill out. But everyone is entitled to their opinion. I don't think the majority of us. I'll say there's an air of worry in the air, but not overly concerned. Obviously, we can see we've had injuries, 8 injuries first team now. Do you not 5? And we can see that, but I think most of us can also see that there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So,
absolutely,
yeah, I'm not Bielsa out, and I don't stress it.
It's always been the reason that I've never been Arteta out, is because I'm like, look, you either hire someone and let them. Clearly, he wasn't hired to be a turnaround, like go win us something. We didn't go with Conte. Conte's that type of guy. Turn us around, win something, and go fuck off.
Right.
And
there was things that
who's better?
There were things that were very, very similar.
Who replaces him?
An ex-Chelsea player said, an ex-Chelsea player on TalkSport, I rarely listen to TalkSport because they're full of their own shit, but Tony Cascarino, he says, put Bielsa in charge of Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea, he wins the league. He wins the league. They've got
absolutely.
It's all about the standard of player, and I think he's got the best out of them, and I think he can still get the best out of them.
Right. Example.
No, hold on, I got something here that I want to throw out, and it's not exactly the same. It's not exactly the same, the situation, but I think it's somewhat similar.
Yeah.
And different in the same note. If Bielsa, after many years, brought Leeds up back to the promised land, back to top tier. They're struggling a little bit because of budget and fighting people or playing people that have bigger budgets. And he's doing well with what he has. And in the same note with my club was in the championship, brought up by Nuno, dealing with a small budget and fighting the big players. The difference being is that I truly believe that Nuno couldn't take them any further. I do think Bielsa can with a healthy squad.
Yeah, I think
and
a statement
you guys are
from me,
way more injured than the Wolves ever were last season.
I think he gets Leicester and Arsenal top 4 every season as well.
I agree.
I think he's that good. I mean, what you saw City against Leeds 7-0, that was pure Bielsa ball, but on the other team.
That's what I was just going to say. I was like, that was the first example, and it was the reason it was 7-0 is because that way of playing can work and can be beautiful. I mean, I hate to say it.
You've got to look at the respect. He picked his strongest team against Leeds.
They were scoring against Leeds were like, this could be 100 because
he picked the strongest possible team against Leeds, didn't he? And then Newcastle, he dropped 2 players.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a respect in itself. That the fact that the front line was De Bruyne, Mahrez, Foden, Grealish. There was no Jesus, no fringe players for me. He picked his best strength side against Leeds, and that's a respect. It was painful to watch, but. Yeah. If you appreciate football,
but the respect was showed to you guys.
And then he basically said, "Look, I'm going to play what I've learned from Bielsa. Like this, I'm going to show you what you can do with $1 billion."
Exactly.
£1 billion. All right, guys. So,
all right, I got
see
one
some
more.
people in the comments section. Don't forget, up at the top, pinned to the top. We would love to see you guys. Bobby Two Scoops, get on here. Air your grievances. Clarendon Big Blue, I know you're probably still working, but call in from the toilet and air your grievances. Stu McSee, good to see you on there talking a whole bunch of
Tom
love
at work.
for.
You at work, Tom?
Call in, Tom. Tom works for Mo Master at this point.
I think he works for.
They opened up a taco truck.
Not so Paddy Power or something.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Mr. Tom's Dungeon. It's a taco truck. Okay, Mark, go ahead. And
I got another grievance that I want to air, and it's a bit unfortunate. It's a bit unfortunate what I'm about to say. It's
I think Lolo's having a pee.
You know, our latest COVID a spike or whatever we have here. And we have managers at the top of the table. They're grousing about, well, you know, our players aren't being protected, or we don't have enough players to play a match. I mean, look at us. And so I'm going to go on a two-pronged attack here. One of the things I don't like is on Monday, Premier League decided, it's like, well, if you don't have enough players, pull from your under 23, your under 21 squads and fill your roster and get out there and play. Okay, sure, that's what we're going to do. And now, here we are, 3 days from Boxing Day, we're canceling matches because there's not enough players to fill a squad, but we're supposed to pull from this other squad. I'm not really sure what's happening there. So I have a problem with that. My second problem is that the ones that bitch the most are in the top tier, and in you know, the top six and the top four of the table. You got Pep Guardiola who's saying, "Oh, well, you know, the players might go on strike if we don't protect them," and Thomas Tuchel is like, "We don't know what to do because we don't know whether to train, we don't know whether to travel, we don't know what to do." You guys are at the top of the table. You have something to protect. I understand that. But really what's happening is you got something to protect and you're afraid to lose it because you don't have enough players to play. Now, here's the thing. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. COVID is not a new thing. This has been going on for 3 seasons. We started when COVID hit the league. And we actually thought amongst ourselves, it's like, well, you know, I mean, COVID, maybe we just aren't, maybe this isn't the right time to do a show. But we did. We're doing a show. We expect a show from you guys. To complain about it after it's been in place, that we've been dealing with this for 3 seasons. We have a vaccine now. We have protocols in place. We have all these things. And you still can't get a grip on it? Piss off.
Well,
piss off.
And it's so your complaint is also with the Premier League.
My complaint is all these teams are saying, well, you know, we got bit by COVID. Look, if COVID happened 4 weeks ago, it would be acceptable. But we've been dealing with this for almost 3 seasons. Deal with it. Do the right thing. Get your jab. Whatever it needs to take. But at this point, it's shameful that you are saying, well, you know, we can't play because we got COVID.
Tuchel was embarrassing. It's embarrassing saying we've only got 14
as a
players.
Fan.
Leeds had 8 players and still got on with it. And the only reason Leeds has been called off is because the under-12s have got COVID. So we can't field the team.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. But seriously, it's not like it has started 6 weeks ago. No, it's been going on for almost 3 years. It is time to fucking buckle down and do what you're supposed to do.
Look, I think if your team is not vaccinated, if your team's not vaccinated,
you should right now walking up. Come on, sit down, Tim. Air your grievances.
No.
Come air your grievances.
No. It's Festivus.
It's Festivus. Happy Festivus. Tim is here, one of our longtime members here.
You know,
Stoop crew members. Come have a beer.
Come on.
What do you mean you can't?
I have a grievance with you.
I have a grievance with you now.
Be well. Merry Christmas.
Snubbed.
So
that's my grievance.
So with that, listen. Why, if this is a $1 billion industry, right? Multi-billion-dollar industry. What and knowing for months that this new variant had popped up, right? And that it was moving around, and like, why isn't there some sort of bubble in place? I understand that these are human beings that have lives and they want to be with their families and this and that, but there's fucking workers here who are janitors at hotels who fucking never see their family because they're working nonstop.
You know where the problem lies?
If they get sick, they can't work, and everybody in their family dies.
That's exactly it. That's where the problem lies. They still get paid whether they play or not. If they don't play, they should take a 50% wage cut. Simple as. You're not playing, you're not doing anything, but you're still earning 250 grand a week for sat on your ass.
Yeah.
My thing is, how is Jack Grealish and Phil Foden even allowed to go to a nightclub? Like, look,
the same
we can be party poopers, and you can say, oh, you can't make them stay home, you can't make them not go out to dinner. Why the fuck not? They play football for what, 10 years?
Yeah.
Like,
it's the same dickheads, isn't it? Grealish and Foden. It's always the same small collar dickheads.
And they're like, oh, well, now I'm retired and I've got nothing to do, and so I get in trouble.
Right.
No. Don't do all that stuff while you're young. Play football and get it out, and then you're a 30-year-old multi-millionaire who's retired. Now go party.
No respect for anyone but themselves. The narcissists. It's what they are. I mean, Foden did it on England duty. He called women. This was in the height of COVID. Called women to the England hotel. Got sent home. Grealish went to a party. Got caught pissed up driving his car home. Crashed into another. It's the same dickheads. They need to learn some respect for other people.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to add.
Slave times are over. Momaster, are you out of your mind? Slave times. These children are paid a ridiculous amount of money. Slave times.
No, I think he means he's just escaped Mr. Tom.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to add,
it should be for everybody, including the trainers.
I want to add one more thing to my grievance in regards to COVID and the Premier League. Ultimately, the fans are the ones that are paying the price. They're getting, they're traveling to games, and games are getting canceled like an hour and a half before kickoff. I think that was the case with Brighton. I think Burnley. I'm not exactly sure. The fans are the ones that are ultimately paying the price when these matches, and not even those that are going to the stadium. The ones at home. I mean, my squad is not playing because of a COVID issue with Watford, and what's going to end up happening, I'm afraid, I don't know for certain, but what's going to end up happening is come mid-January into February, teams are going to be playing to empty stadiums again.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because these fans have been waiting a year to see their squad in person. And now they're going to end up paying £15 to watch them on Sky Network or whatever you guys watch them on.
But listen, with all of that, and Momaster even saying like, what, you want them on house arrest?
I don't.
I could really give a shit if they're like, oh, I'm on house arrest, I'm not allowed to do anything. You have 5 or 6 years to play football at your highest level for most players. So spend 5 or 6 years only doing that, and then the rest of your life you can fuck off. Because when it comes down to this, if you went out and partied last night and you came back and you tested positive for COVID, even though nobody's sick, but all of a sudden you can't play, there are freaking hot dog vendors, maybe in the U.S. I don't know what they have over there. But you have the pubs next to the stadiums where people bank on the week of Christmas.
Mhm.
I make £1,000 in these 2 days.
Yep.
And now I make
10,000
nothing.
pounds.
No, a bartender, I'm saying. A
Yeah,
bartender.
I have no idea what
Just a bartender. Like,
I have no idea what a bartender is.
So the thing is, it just affects so many people that these people who are actually providing the entertainment, they need. I mean, in a lot of ways, they do need to be treated less like that. They do need to be treated a bit more strict.
The issue being is that those
Mr. Tom,
those that refuse to do the
so
house
much room,
arrests,
spicy.
They're not getting the
so
job.
quietly
All
there,
these
didn't he?
things. This is their. It's true. It's their personal choice to do this, but it's not. That personal choice affects so many people,
and that
if I decide, it's my personal choice to slam a hammer onto my thumb.
Oh yeah,
that only affects me. But if I don't want to get tested,
I've got a lot of problems with you people.
Let me tell you, macho man, there was a time where I used to call you brother.
Mr. Tom, so good to see you, man. How are things out in London? That's my
grievance, everybody. We got Mr.
I
Tom.
I agree with your grievance, man.
Happy Festivus, everyone.
Happy Festivus, Mr. Tom. What do you got to tell us?
Why are you so angry? Oh, grievances.
I've got a lot of grievances. How much time have we got? Let me check my watch.
Mr. Tom,
we have as much time as you need.
Hey, guys. Sorry, we got to sneak in here under my banner that I made. It's a little tight. Oh, that side. That side. There you go.
May I ask who has to be pinned?
For me.
Who has to pin who for Festivus to be over this year?
It would be the host. So someone has to pin me to the floor, unfortunately.
Right, that's got to be you, Mark, since as you're the only one within his vicinity.
John's coming over at some point.
Well, there you go. John will pin you.
So, Mr. Tom, so good to see you. Would you like to air some grievances?
I would absolutely love to air some grievances. Captain Grievances here. I mean, basically, the top six. The top six can go fuck themselves. Because the top six fucked over everybody in football, and yet the league still feels the need to pander to them and protect them. Because they're the money. Klopp, wanker. I could go on, but that's generally the gist of it.
I mean, that was your time. That was your time to go on.
Yeah, carry on. You missed Arteta off that list.
I wouldn't want to upset his Brill Cream contract, but
Brill Cream.
Yeah. Also, people say they hate liars. Cunts.
There you go.
Yeah, they turn out to be liars. Yeah.
It winds me up. It's like when people say, it's like if you see a woman say, "Oh, my baby daddy provides for his kid. That's what he's supposed to do."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you can't say it during Festivus, when can you say it?
You have to say it now.
I got an air of racism in that grievance because there's only one set of people that call it baby daddy.
No, there's a lot over here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a more common term.
Right, I'll take your word for that.
You're allow it.
I actually more wanted to use that as sort of the baseline for just when people in general say they hate liars. Like there are people out there that love liars, but there ain't. So why say it?
You'd be lying.
You'd be lying. Yeah.
It's a grievance.
Hey, whoa. And I'm by myself. All right, guys. Well, what do you think about that grievance, Ben?
No, I liked it. Fuck the top
Also,
6.
people who smell of lavender.
People who smell of lavender.
No, not me.
Well,
I can't say I've met many people that smell of lavender. I smell lavender houses.
Just upsets me.
It's a game of Jenga.
Yeah, it's a game of Jenga right now, trying to bounce around, and I'm like, we're all lopsided without Mark here. There you go. There we are.
No, to the comment section. My grievance isn't with liars. My grievance is with people that say they don't like liars, because who likes liars?
Yeah, because who likes liars?
It's redundant to say it.
And that is a good point by Rob Greenleaf. Everybody lies. Everybody lies. I lie in bed every night.
Well, okay. I've got a grievance that I would like to air. And it's about happy hour. I have a grievance that I would like to play trivia more often than I'm allowed to, because I have to make all the questions. So my grievance is, if you enjoy happy hour, send some freaking questions in that I can maybe answer.
Yeah, exactly. We have a website where you can come in and chat. Let us know what those questions are. What's your category? Anders.
But then I'll see. That means I have to do it and put it in.
Give us
basically,
a
could I be,
you need to start making.
If we do this, could I be score master?
I did trivia. I wrote trivia all summer long, and all I heard was how much it sucked.
By
so
who?
That's my grievance.
By who? Who told you that?
We had 2 good trivia nights when you
never did. I was always happy. I was always happy to not have
response.
To do it.
I got responses.
Nobody
cares.
When he was coming through New York on the bike.
Trivia nights were perfectly cromulent.
Still got that picture, John. when Lolo was coming through New York on the moped. That was a classic.
That was pretty good. I was like, there was a small part of me, and maybe this is a small grievance. It's like, can you not do that? Because I was so afraid you were going to get killed.
No.
I've got a grievance.
That's the reason.
I've got a grievance with the Stoop FIFA team.
Ben.
The Stoop FIFA team needs to put more effort in. It's become non-existent.
Maybe I got to buy a system and a TV.
Yeah, man, get a PlayStation.
All right.
I don't even know what to call it.
Let's work on for next season. Not next season, but next year, next calendar year, we'll get the FIFA Twitch stream going, where I want to start playing FIFA on air, where people can comment and shit like that. But
do the upcoming fixtures and stuff. Yeah.
I think I want to do the weekend watch list where I play, or somebody plays. We do one, but I play that match. So if like we're doing Aston Villa Chelsea, so I play against Ben. Let's say he picks Aston Villa, I pick Chelsea. We play and we comment on it. There you go. And the next one is me against John, and then I play your choice or something like that.
I agree. 2 votes to 1.
You agree with thumbs down?
No, with
John,
you.
John's
with you.
thumbs down. You need to
I'm
explain
thumbs
yourself.
up.
I have
I'm
grievances
thumbs up.
with John, not doing
Yeah,
grievances.
I've got grievances with John. He don't play anymore. He just sits online and looks at his screen. But I still love you, John. Still love you, mate.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
That's perfect. But guys, this has been a fun Festivus, and I look forward to seeing you guys for a brief moment tomorrow for happy hour, if my wife allows it.
I take it no trivia tomorrow.
Yeah, no trivia
No
tomorrow.
trivia,
We're gonna
yeah.
make it short. We might have a sing-song, sing some carols. Who
We'll see.
knows?
We'll
We
see.
don't know.
So check your clocks around midnight. Santa might be coming to town, but it might be some Mexican dude and this guy. And like, look out at midnight. A Mexican guy's gonna pop on your screen. It's crazy. Anyway, much love to you guys. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope
Merry Christmas,
you all
everyone.
get everything that you sent to Santa.
May
And
we
to
all
those
get
that
what
don't
we deserve.
celebrate Christmas, happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Have a
Hanukkah,
crazy
Happy
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah,
Festivus.
Kwanzaa, and all the things that you might have.
But
and if you get a chance, smash a like for us.
Yeah.
Join the Stoop crew and throw some bucks our way.
Smash
This
a
isn't
like.
cheap to provide.
yeah.
We're freezing our hearts out here to put out some really great Premier League content coming from the States, which I guarantee you no one else is doing it in the style that
The
we
best.
do.
It's the best.
You know,
the
we
best.
do it in a style. It's like we'll talk about anything because odds are we weren't really watching.
Hats off to you three anyway for a great year.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
You have to thank our sponsors.
Oh, and all of our
yes.
sponsors. We have
Cramerica Industries.
Cramerica
Yeah,
Industries,
Cray-American.
The Human Fund. Money
Business
for
as
people.
usual.
Mandalay
Human fun.
Industries.
Money is for people.
Kruger's Industrial Smoothing,
We don't care, and it shows.
And Vandalay Industries.
Vandalay Industries, man.
I'm not a latex
Oh, Mandalay's my
salesman.
favorite.
No, but seriously, you know, we can't do the show without you guys, man. We've been doing this.
Can
This
I
is our
say
third
something,
season
gentlemen?
now. And we just love absolutely all the attention that you pay to us, and we just hope to continue into the new year beyond Boxing Day so that we can say, God, I told you Chelsea wasn't going to win.
He said it. They're not going to win.
That's it. It's
He
confirmed.
said Chelsea aren't going to concede. He's an idiot, man.
Gentlemen, can I say I gave up watching Jingle All the Way to participate in this, and that is my favourite
Wow.
Christmas movie, not including Die Hard.
Oh, I'm watching that tonight,
Man's
actually.
I was going to
Manvel.
say, when you mentioned Sinbad earlier, I was like, have you been watching Jingle All the Way? Because
Sinbad's
wow,
my
what
boy.
a terrible movie that is. But Sinbad is
Not a
awesome in
terrible
that
movie. It's a great
it's a
movie.
terrible movie. It's a terrible movie. It's
You know,
terrible.
it was a video came across my feed the other day. It was the Wolves. It was the Scouser and John Ruddy rating Christmas movies, and they had awesome, great, good, and terrible. And the one thing that I was like, you know, maybe I'm just old, but it was ridiculous to see them like go, oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Never seen it. Probably awful. It's a Wonderful Life is probably
It's a
one of
pretty
the
good
best
movie,
Christmas movies of all
I've
time.
never seen it.
and
but
still stands the time.
Zuzu,
after 80 years later.
need it. Zuzu, gather paddles, Zuzu.
Suzu, my little ginger snap.
Paddles.
I've never seen it, but only because
That's a different.
I've seen so many parodies of it that I feel like I have seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
They watch it in
Because
many.
every TV show, every TV show does their version of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I mean, for
At
me,
some
it
point.
still stands up over the course of time because one of the lines in the movie is when James Stewart says, "Do you know how long it takes for a man to save $5,000? How long does it take us to save $5,000?
18 years.
Jesus Christ! Of
I'll
course,
let you know when I get
back
$5,000
then, a
bucks.
house cost $5,000.
Do I have to air my grievance after that story, or is it?
Yes.
Oh my God, John! It's about
Please.
time.
Yeah, where's
You
John's
have to be
grievance?
the last
Listening
grievance
to
of-
that story is my grievance.
I just have to say, Rob Greenleaf won trivia already with this comment. He says, everyone check their stockings for copies of 11 Men Out.
What is
That's
Claire,
a deep
Big
cut.
Blue saying there? I'm not a pervert. I just want a turbo.
Yeah, that's from the film. So my grievance with Jingle All the Way, if you haven't seen it, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the dad trying to buy the Turbo Man doll for his kid, doesn't get it, whatever, ends up dressed up like Turbo Man in the parade and like saves the day. And and to the point where he saved his kid from mortal danger, and the wife is like, "Oh my God, thank you, Turbo Man," and he's like, nobody knows it's him. It's like the glasses on Clark Kent, except the whole time he's going, "How do you not know that it's me? I'm just Turbo Man. I'm not your father. I have a jetpack. I'm not.
You're only convincing me more of why it's brilliant.
It reminds me of the Simpsons.
And then he goes
with radioactive
"It's me,
man.
your father.
The goggles did nothing.
Jamie." And they're like, how do you know my name? How do you know I'm Jamie? It's me. I'm your father. Look at me.
Sorry, I'm going to spoil it, but when he ends up...
noticed that it was me. I'm such a huge guy, and I talk like this.
I'm just like the floating head in this light and hands.
I love how the boy gives the towel.
Anyway, happy Festivus to everybody. Happy holidays to all you guys. Thank you, Mr. Tom, and thank you, Ben, for all your support. Director John as well.
Thank you.
Mark, you too, brother.
That's it. Play
happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas, everybody.
Play us out, bro.
Take care.